The city of Chandapur had always been known for its quaint charm and friendly atmosphere. But beneath the surface, darkness was slowly creeping in. It was a warm summer evening when Sunita, a young woman with her friends, decided to take a leisurely stroll through the park. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the trees and the winding paths, making the world feel like a safe place. As Sunita wandered deeper into the park, she couldn't help but feel like someone was watching her. Her heart pounded in her chest as her footsteps quickened. In a panic, Sunita tried to run, but the stranger was faster. He pounced on her, and before she could scream, he covered her mouth with his hand. As she struggled, she saw a glint of madness in his eyes. He was the embodiment of her worst fears. A serial killer. Hours turned into days as Sunita was held captive in a dimly lit, underground dungeon. The man who had abducted her introduced himself as Victor, a name that sent shivers down her spine. He revealed his twisted fascination with the human body and the thrill of the hunt. Sunita realized she was trapped with a monster who had already claimed numerous victims. Victor's lair was filled with gruesome trophies from his previous victims. Photographs of their terrified faces adorned the walls, and a sickening odor filled the air. Sunita knew she had to bide her time and find a way to escape. Sunita's days in captivity were a constant battle between her will to survive and the fear that threatened to consume her. Victor's sadistic nature was apparent as he played mind games with her, constantly reminding her of her predicament. He would speak of his past killings and describe the gruesome ways he had taken lives, leaving Sunita trembling with terror. As time passed, Sunita began to study her captor. She learned that Victor had a routine that provided her with small windows of opportunity. She secretly started collecting objects, like a shard of glass and a paperclip, with the hope that they might serve as tools for her escape. Sunita was an intelligent woman, and she began to manipulate Victor subtly. She pretended to befriend him, attempting to gain his trust, all while plotting her escape. Victor, unaware of her true intentions, allowed her more freedom within her cell, seeing her as less of a threat. One night, Sunita managed to loosen her restraints while Victor was distracted, and she struck him with a heavy object. He collapsed, unconscious, and she took her chance to escape. Running through the maze-like tunnels of his dungeon, Sunita finally emerged into the night air. Sunita's escape was a miracle, but her ordeal was far from over. As she fled, Victor's haunting voice echoed through the night. He was relentless in his pursuit, and Sunita knew that her life was still in danger. Sunita found her way to a nearby police station, and with trembling hands, she recounted her horrific ordeal to the officers. They launched a manhunt for Victor, setting off a tense race against time to capture the sadistic serial killer before he could claim more victims. Victor was tried and sentenced to life in prison, ensuring that he would never again threaten innocent lives. Sunita, however, faced a long road to recovery. The scars from her captivity ran deep, but she was determined to move forward. With the support of her family, therapy, and a newfound sense of resilience, Sunita slowly began to rebuild her life. She started to live normally, spending time with friends. Besides, she decided to use her harrowing experience to help others who had suffered trauma and to raise awareness about the dangers of lurking predators.